On July the 7th, the Russian army missile airstrike targeted Kramatorsk in Donetsk region. As a result, one person was killed and 6 were wounded. The number of casualties may grow, said Pavlo Kyrylenko, the head of Donetsk Regional Military Administration. The Russian forces damaged 6 buildings, including a hotel and a residential high-rise. There lies a man. He lived here for many years. Why? Did you know him? No, I'm just sorry for him. I hate the Russian world. I hate them. On July the 7th, the Russians shelled Slovyansk again from MLRS. According to preliminary information, there are wounded, reports Vadim Lyakh, the head of Slovyansk City Military Administration. MLRS fired another strike on Lesny and Slovkurort neighborhoods. There are wounded people. Don't go outside without urgent need. Hang tight, we stay together, take care. I was in a shop, I saw a flare. The first blast, everything started cracking, fragments flew around. Then the second blast. I ran hiding behind the fridge, then to the restroom. I waited there while it boomed. Such a thing, either aluminium or cast iron. Here are squares, you see? Must be aluminium. Vadim Lyakh also reported that as a consequence of the night shelling and direct hit in a house in Slovyansk, a woman was killed. Avdiivka in Donetsk region is under constant fire from the Russian army, said Pavlo Kyrylenko, the head of Donetsk Regional Military Administration. Since yesterday, the Russians shelled the city more than 10 times. They targeted civilian infrastructure, namely a hospital, residential areas, a transport base, Kyrylenko reported. According to Kyrylenko, 1 person was killed and 2 were wounded in one day. In total, the Russians killed 6 civilians in Donetsk region on July the 7th. As reported by a Suspilne correspondent, in the evening of July the 7th, one of the Russian shells hit near a residential high-rise in Kharkiv. Preliminary reports state 3 persons were killed. At the moment of hitting, they were all outside. The blast wave also damaged windows in apartments of all 9 floors in at least 3 entrance halls. The bomb technicians made a preliminary conclusion that it was a blast-charged shell from Uragan multiple rocket launcher. Sergei Bolvinov, the chief of the investigation department of Kharkiv Region Police, reported that Nemyshlyansky district was under fire. Apart from the dead, there were also at least 5 wounded. Detectives are working on the spot. Shelling also caused fire at a parking lot where building and cargo machines were burning, reports Suspilne correspondent. The company watchman and a pedestrian walking home got injured. Suddenly it started banging. I felt a hit on my head and leg. The head will be fine. It's only a scratch. And the leg needs an X-ray to make sure there are no fragments inside. The leg seems to function, but it hurts. In the night of July the 7th, the Russian military shelled Stepnohirsk urban village in Avdiivka district, reports Zaporizhia Regional Military Administration. 1 person was killed and 1 severely wounded. Several high-rise buildings were damaged. One of the rockets hit a transformer substation. 6 apartment buildings suffered power cuts. 12-year-old Vova with his family and 5 pets is now safe in Denmark. They left Kharkiv near the second week of the full-scale invasion when they managed to find a car. Volunteers wouldn't accept animals, says Marina Polyashchenko, Vova's mom. We didn't even think about deserting our animals. We either get out altogether or perish altogether. Yes, we're so weird. We're not deserting our family. Moreover, our family are both people and animals. In Kharkiv, the family owned a mini shelter of 15 dogs and cats. Altogether, they crossed the Polish border on foot, Marina recalls. We must have looked very funny. It seems to me we needed a horse on top of that. I didn't even take the child's wheelchair with us because I had to choose either the wheelchair or animals can be put in the car. So I thought, can't I carry a 12-year-old boy? In Poland, they were to have spent a night in a refugee camp, but they had to look for another place. Some people were against the animals. My mom and kid were inside because it was cold, and my sister and I were sitting outside next to these animal bags until 4 p.m. It took them more than a week to get to Denmark. The woman says she was worried how her son would bear the trip. And still he understands something and feels that what's going on is not really normal. Say, I'm a good boy, I behaved myself and also pulled myself together. 10 animals found new homes on their way. Most pets were sheltered by Polish volunteers. A new master named these 2 cats Irpin and Crimea. She keeps in touch on social media with the people who took the animals, says Marina. And they don't intend to give away the pets that are now in Denmark. They raise Vova's spirits as they are almost the only thing left from his life in Kharkiv.
Він це більше сприймав як одну велику мандрівку.
First, he took it as a long journey. Then he started to have attacks as he got tired. His favorite room and toys. His friend was left behind in Kharkiv. That's it, parents. Thank you. It's awesome, but I've had enough of traveling. I want to go home. Vova is currently undergoing treatment. The family cannot go back home yet. Marina and local volunteers are raising funds to help other mothers with disabled children who cannot leave Kharkiv.